अंजाम दे।
हम सब मिलकर टोक्यो जाने वाले अपने खिलाड़ियों को सपोर्ट करेंगे। चीयर फॉर इंडिया, चीयर फॉर इंडिया, चीयर फॉर इंडिया।
वहां एथलीट्स दम लगाएंगे, आप यहां से हौसला बढ़ाओ। चीयर फॉर इंडिया।
Well, hello and welcome to our special broadcast, Cheer for India. Olympics is around the corner and less than a week left before the sporting extravaganza starts. Today we'll talk about weightlifting. Only Mirabai Chanu has qualified for Tokyo, but she is a very strong contender to win a medal in the upcoming games. Karnam Malleshwari, we remembered, had won way back in 2000 Sydney Olympics. Bronze she had won. Can Mirabai Chanu become the second medalist in weightlifting in Olympics? Well, eminent panel of guests will be with us in a short while. We'll discuss all of that, and also first COVID case has been detected in the Games Village. A detailed story on that too. Let's get it started. Well, ace Indian weightlifter Mirabai Chanu, who is India's lone weightlifter at the Olympics, landed in Tokyo on Friday after undergoing a 50-day training stint in St. Louis, USA. The 26-year-old Mirabai Chanu will be competing in the 49 kg category in her second Olympics. Mirabai Chanu, who won gold medals in 2017 World Championships and 2018 Commonwealth Games in the 48 kg category, had a disappointing outing at the Rio Games, faltering in all her 3 attempts. Let's have a look at the ups and downs in the career of this ace Indian weightlifter.
Psycho Mirabai Chanu was all of 12 when she ventured into the hills to collect firewood. Hailing from a poor stratum of society in the town of Nongpo Kakching, about 20 kilometers from the city of Imphal in the state of Manipur, it was one of the means of livelihood for her family. On one such trip, her elder brother wasn't able to lift a bundle of firewood on his head. It was then that Mirabai Chanu, the youngest among 6 siblings, managed to lift it with much ease and walk back home some 2 kilometers away. 8 years later, that girl bagged the silver medal at the 2014 Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, ushering in the rise of a champion.
जो हम लकड़ी इकट्ठे करती थी तो वो किसी ने नहीं उठा पाया था, तो मैं उठा के लेके आया, तो सबने बोला थे, गांव वालों सबने, तो आप बहुत ही स्ट्रॉन्ग है, तो आपको कुछ करना चाहिए.
On the 8th of August 1994, Mirabai was born in a village called Nongpa Kakching in Manipur. By the time she was 14, and inspired by female weightlifter Kunjarani Devi, a 7-time silver medalist in the World Championships and a fellow Manipur native, Mirabai knew where her future lay.
हम 6 भाई बहन हैं, तो उन सबको देखने में बहुत ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम हुई थी. हफ्ते में 2 दिन दूध देती थी, 1 दिन बनाना, ऐसा डाइट रोज नहीं मिला था मुझे.
After a run in the domestic circuit, Mirabai then got her opportunity at the 2014 Commonwealth Games, allowing her first taste of the international stage. Representing India in the women's 48 kg category in Glasgow, the then 20-year-old weightlifter went on to clinch silver. Expectations were high at the 2014 Asian Games held in Incheon, South Korea. She returned empty-handed, but Mirabai didn't let that disappointment linger on for long, as she returned strong to qualify for the Rio 2016 Olympics. The Olympic Games was, however, anything but satisfying, as the Manipuri was unable to lift in any of her 3 attempts in the clean and jerk. The failure affected the Indian in ways she didn't expect.
मेरा फर्स्ट ओलंपिक था, इसीलिए मैं थोड़ा सा नर्वस हो गई थी स्टेज में. मुझे कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा था मैं क्या करने जा रही हूँ, तो इसीलिए मैं मेडल नहीं ले पाया.
कोई भी बच्चा उस स्टेज पे जाके फेल हो जाए और मेडल की होप हो तो नेचुरल है डिप्रेस होना,
बट मैं ये कहता हूँ कि लड़की मीराबाई बहुत ज़्यादा बोल्ड है, बहुत ज़्यादा करेजियस है, बहुत ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं लगा उसे समझाने में कि हम कर सकते हैं।
A year later, she once again showed what she was capable of. At the 2017 World Weightlifting Championships in Anaheim, USA, not much was expected from the Indian contingent. But Mirabai lifted a championship record of 194 kgs to become only the second Indian after Sydney 2000 bronze medalist Karnam Malleswari to win a gold medal at the Worlds.
रियो ओलंपिक के बाद मैंने एक टारगेट किया था वर्ल्ड चैम्पियनशिप 2017 एनहम का। ये वर्ल्ड चैम्पियनशिप के लिए इतना मेहनत किया तो 22 इयर्स के बाद वेट लिफ्टिंग के लिए मैंने वर्ल्ड चैम्पियन हुए। 2018 कॉमनवेल्थ गेम्स में मैंने गोल्ड मेडल जीता और रिकॉर्ड भी किया मैंने।
The world title not only helped prove her critics wrong, but also made her a sporting sensation back home. Her achievement was duly recognized as the Indian government bestowed upon her the Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award, the highest sporting honor in the country, and the Padma Shri, the fourth highest civilian award in 2018.
ओलंपिक्स के लिए तो अभी तैयारी तो अच्छा चल रही है अभी तक। खाने पीने में काफ़ी चेंज हो गया है पहले से। अभी ऐसे इक्विपमेंट या सभी स्पोर्ट्स के लिए जो हम चाहते हैं वो सब अभी इधर मिल रहे हैं।
At the 2018 Commonwealth Games in Gold Coast, she bagged another gold in the 48 kg category. Mirabai's journey has gone from collecting wood to precious metal, elevating the hopes of a billion-plus nation along with it. If Mirabai continues her form, India can hope to open its medal tally on the opening day of the Tokyo Games. Tapas Bhattacharya's report, DD India.
Right, big medal contender in the upcoming games, which will start from 23rd. But like we said in our story also, Karnam Malleswari was the first Indian women athlete to ever win a medal in the Olympics in the 2000 edition, which was Sydney Olympics, and she is the only Indian to have won a medal in weightlifting. She says winning the medal for India was indeed a proud moment for her.
अभी भी अगर याद करते हैं तो ऐसा लगता है कल की बात है, पर 21 साल हो गए इस बात को। जो मोमेंट, जो फीलिंग्स वो है, वो अभी भी वही फीलिंग्स है, क्योंकि ऐसे पल बार बार नहीं आता है जिंदगी में। अगर एक आध बार आता है तो वो फिर छप जाता है दिमाग में। विलेज में गई तो लोग मिले, एंड धनराज पिल्ले था कि वो मल्लेश्वरी जिंदाबाद जिंदाबाद जोर जोर से चिल्लाने लगा, एंड बाकी हमारे जितने भी इंडियंस थे, प्लेयर्स, सभी बहुत खुशी जताई। उसके बाद फिर ऑफिशियल्स भी आ गए। मुझे याद है अगले दिन मॉर्निंग सुबह में जब उठी थी, गोपीचंद आया था मेरे कमरे में कि क्या मैम आपकी मेडल को मैं हाथ में ले सकता हूँ। मैंने बोला पहन लो भैया, अपना ये मेडल जीत लिया। तो लोगों में खुशी थी।
Right, like she said, altogether a different feeling to win a medal in Olympics. She had won in 2000 Sydney Olympics, bronze medal in weightlifting, first ever medal for India in weightlifting, first, and till now we have not won any medal after her in weightlifting. So to discuss more on this, we have guests with us. Eminent panel of guests is joining us. We have Deepti Bopaiya with us, who is Executive Director, Go Sports Foundation. Welcome, Deepti. And we also have Professor Randeep Rakwal, Faculty of Health and Sports Sciences, Tsukuba International Academy for Sports Studies, University of Tsukuba. Welcome, sir. Welcome to DD India. First of all, if I can come to you, Deepti, talking about weightlifting, Mirabai Chanu, we all know what she couldn't do that well in her first Olympics, which was in 2016 Rio Olympics, and then she came back strongly well. She did well in 2018. She won a gold medal in Commonwealth Games, and then she did again. She won again bronze medal in 2019 Asian Weightlifting Championship, and in 2021, this year itself, 2-3 months ago, she set a new record. How do you see her chances in the upcoming games?
Yes, it's a very exciting period for Mirabai Chanu and for all of us Indians to see her compete. I think for every athlete, the first entry to the Olympics is more an experience-based setup. Unfortunately for Mira, when she went to Rio, she could not get the right legal lift all 3 times. But I think the last 4 years, in fact 5 years, the preparation has been very, very, very different. Vijay Sharma, her coach, the top scheme, everybody has really supported her from both the whole mental side of the game as well as her nutrition. She's in a very positive mood right now. They have reached Tokyo. They are very excited and gearing to go.
Absolutely, she's all set and getting to go, and like she said in the story also, a lot has changed from 2016. She couldn't control her nerves. That was her first Olympics also. But Deepti, what separates Mirabai Chanu from an Olympic medal in Tokyo now? She's saying that she has improved now, and we have seen she has done well, fairly well after 2016 Rio Olympics disappointment. But what do you think? You said coach's role is also very, very important. Do you see her winning a medal now? Because many would say it's her Chinese nemesis, which is Ho Zihui, or USA's qualifier, which can give her a tough competition. But again, she has been doing well for the past 2-3 years, and she's a big medal contender in the upcoming games.
Absolutely. I think you're very, very right in terms of, she has very good competition as well. Everybody has been training hard, including her. But I think her preparation on the mind side of it has been very different. She's far more focused today. She knows what she needs to do. She has done well at a Commonwealth Games. She has done well at the World Championships. She's been at a big, large event, and she's been able to prove her mettle there. So I think, with sport, you can't really decide whether a medal will happen or not, but on that day, I'm sure she's going to give her best. And if she does give her best, she is going to be able to give us a medal. So I think I would say that we just need to ensure that she's able to control her nerves, she's able to stay in the moment and really do what she's been doing in her training and in all these large events. And she's going to do really well for India. And it's an opening day for us at the Olympics. So hopefully we start with a bang.
Absolutely, we hope that she does well, and a lot of expectations from her. Deepti, she is lone Indian to have qualified to take part in Tokyo Olympics in weightlifting. I'll come to you again, but Professor Randeep Rakwal, how's the enthusiasm in Japan, talking about if you talk about the Indian community, how excited they are to welcome the Indian contingent, and they must be cheering and giving them josh, giving them confidence, and all set to take part in, to welcome the Indian contingent in Japan?
Yes, you're right. The Indian community, especially the students, I'm in the university, so we have students, especially from Manipur, actually, and the students from Manipur here, at least, and we are really looking forward to the opening day, and we are cheering for her. And that's not all. The community in Tokyo, which is very big, in Osaka and other parts of Japan. So they're really looking forward to all the Indian athletes and all the medal contenders. So we are, as a community, cheering them a lot. And we really welcome, she has come yesterday, I heard, and the rest of the athletes, many of them are coming tomorrow. So we are just looking forward. So it's a very proud moment to have so many athletes, including Mirabai Chanu, to be here.
Absolutely, indeed, it's a proud moment, Professor Randeep Rakwal. Indian contingent, biggest Indian contingent will take part in the upcoming Tokyo Olympics. 117 had gone in Rio. This time we have even more. A lot of athletes are taking part. But again, Professor Randeep, I want to know about the you are the professor, Faculty of Health and Sports Sciences. What all sport are Indians inclined to in Japan? I'm talking about the Indian community. What all sports are they inclined towards, and what all sport do they play? Cricket, athletics, because we want to see in Japan also, cheering for Indian team, but also future is also very, very important. What all sport are they inclined towards?
Okay, good question. So you mentioned cricket. Yeah. So cricket is very, very popular among the Indian community. So luckily we have a very nice cricket ground it's up north from Tsukuba, and the Indian community and the subcontinent actually play a lot of match. There are competitions. The State Bank of India organizes cups. The Embassy Cup is there. So cricket is one major focus. Other than that, the students, we don't have many students who are taking part actively in sports, but they are into tennis. Lawn tennis is one, as far as I can say from the university side, and running maybe a little bit, but bicycling, so that might lead to the bike races, soccer, archery. We don't have many students actually who take part, but cricket is a very big game, and basketball and volleyball also. Some students have started taking interest. So that's what I see right now.
Absolutely. Last question, Deepti. We are running short of time. We'll have to wind it up here. But last question before we go. How many medals are you expecting? Are we doing better than Rio this time around?
I don't want to jinx this. I think our athletes, despite the pandemic, have put in all the effort. There's a lot of excitement, but performing without spectators is going to have its own pros and cons. But I really don't want to jinx it. But I think we will do our best performance, and it all depends on that day. I'm not going to jinx it. Sorry.
No problem. But again, we are. Experts are also saying that we might surpass the London Olympics medals tally. Also, we had won 6 medals in 2012 London Olympics, and who knows, we might reach the figure of 10 also, like Karnam Malleshwari said. Thank you, Deepti. Thank you for giving us your precious time, and also Professor Randeep Rakwal, thank you for talking to DD India. Moving further, meanwhile, with less than a week to go for the much awaited Tokyo Olympics, there is bad news for fans. The Tokyo Olympics has registered its first COVID-19 case, and that has created a panic in the Games village. Spokesman for the Tokyo Organizing Committee told a press conference this was the very first case in the village that was reported during the screening test. The committee refused to reveal the identity of the person and said the person has been removed from the village where thousands of athletes and officials are housed for the duration of the games. The person is currently staying in a hotel.
It has been reported for the first time that a screening test has shown that one person who was in athletes village has been infected with coronavirus. This person tested positive in the PCR test, and right now this person is confined in a hotel.
Well, that's all we have in our special broadcast, but we'll leave you with the visuals of the Indian contingent who have already reached Japan for the games. Namaskar.
Here we come, it's our time. India, we're here to fight. What do we know about the effects of the SARS-CoV-2 and COVID-19 on the nervous system?
That this virus has some kind of a predilection, what we call as neurotropism. It seems to like the nervous system. So it could enter the nervous system through the nerves which subserve our smell. And it goes straight to the back of the brain, the base of the brain.
So there is a direct connection between COVID virus and brain. Will only masking prevent my neurological system to get affected by COVID?
Vaccination or our personal, I must say, let me use a Hindi term here, a kavach, or for us an armamentarium would be not just a vaccine, mask is a vaccine, and of course our COVID appropriate behavior is also a vaccine.